Shit, it's SINA. She ruckus. Deadbeat. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You ain't a killer, boy. Stop. I hear you yelling stacks on deck.
Welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Okay, so we're doing something completely different, something that we haven't done before on this channel. We're going to do a full-length movie review, a full-length movie reaction and review to a movie I've never seen. Now that's a rarity. That's a rarity. So, you know, I'm going to have two types of movies that I do on this channel. We're going to do retro movies, asking if they hold up, and we'll be checking on, you know, where I was when I was watching them and where I am today. And then movies that I have not ever seen, and you know, hopefully they're good movies or they're considered classics. I'm gonna depend on you, Llama Nation. You gotta tell me which movies are good. Before we get started, first of all, now this is something unusual for me. I'm not used to doing this. I'm not used to talking through a movie. I want complete silence through my movie. But I'm assuming you've already seen this movie. You want to hear my thoughts on it as I'm watching it for the first time. That's my assumption. We'll see. There's also going to be a YouTube version. The YouTube version will be a condensed version with some highlights spliced in there. There will be some scenes depending on copyright. I am going to have a Patreon only for those copyrighted things that I cannot get through to YouTube, but they'll be a very, very low cost. And I even determine what the cost is going to be. As you can see, I'm a baseball dad. I've seen all the baseball movies. I thought I saw all the baseball movies, but then I realized I didn't see Field of Dreams, and I was clowned for it. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste a lot of time. Let's go right into the movie reaction. Here we go. Before we get into the movie reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notifications to know when we post videos. I'll be trying to post videos at least twice a week of movie reviews and movie reactions just like this one. So please stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you know when we're dropping content. All right, let's get right to the movie. Field of Dreams 4K. I know it's Kevin Costner. I know that we have James Earl Jones is in it. I know that he gets somebody says if you can build it, they will come. That's all I know. And there was some Yankee game that was on the other day that I was supposed to know about, but I didn't know about. And there's cornfields, which scare me. So cornfields, I think of Children of the Corn, which I'll probably do a movie reaction to that one because I want to see if that one held up to the test of time. All right, let's get right to it. Field of Dreams, here we go. Amy Madigan, I'm not that big of a fan. James Earl Jones, the man. Timothy Busfield, I think he's a director now. And Ray Liotta as Shoeless Joe, yes. Oh, Burt Lancaster. Based on a book, Shoeless Joe. I don't read too many books, so this is why movies do surprise me a lot. Actually, I don't read any books.
My father's name was John Kinsella. It's an Irish name.
All right, here we go.
He was born in North Dakota in 1896 and never saw a big city until he came back from France in 1918. He settled in Chicago, where he quickly learned to live and die with the White Sox. Died a little when they lost the 1919 World Series. Died a lot the following summer when 8 members of the team were accused of throwing that series. He played in the minors for a year or two, but nothing ever came of it. Moved to Brooklyn in 35, married Mom in 38, and was already an old man working at the Naval Yards when I was born in 1952. My name's Ray Kinsella. Mom died when I was 3, and I suppose Dad did the best he could. Instead of Mother Goose, I was put to bed at night to stories of Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and the great Shoeless Joe Jackson. Dad was a Yankees fan,
Ray Liotta inserted in there.
I rooted for Brooklyn. But in '58, the Dodgers moved away, so we had to find other things to fight about. We did. And when it came time to go to college, I picked the farthest one from home I could find. This, of course, drove him right up the wall, which I suppose was the point. Officially, my major was English.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have a good relationship with his father.
60s. I marched, I smoked some grass, I tried to like sitar music, and I met Annie. The only thing we had in common was that she came from Iowa, and I had once heard of Iowa. After graduation,
it's like me. I've never been to Iowa. I've only heard of it. It's a pretty predictable, outcome. Although I see his father's influence there. Maybe that's the theme, coming back to his father, because he seemed to resent him a little bit. At least that's what I'm getting from the first couple of frames here. Is that farmhouse? Probably a tourist attraction now. Ugh, cornfields. No, you wouldn't catch me. You wouldn't catch me walking through the cornfields for sure. There's no way. Okay, that's what I remember. Dad's going crazy. Okay. He will come. Okay, I thought it was they will come.
Okay, you must have heard that.
Sorry. Hey, come on in to dinner. Let's go, Pumpkin.
He's going crazy. I think I'd be going crazy in some cornfields.
If you build it, he will come.
That's like the standard movie thing. You got to smell the milk before you drink it.
If you build it, he will come.
You'll then be losing your mind right there. That's why I don't live in farms.
Who's here invoices?
Ray is. Not in the fields.
No, I'm not. Noises. You know, that darn tractor, I'm just gonna get some 3-in-1 oil and that ought to do it. Nice talking to you.
They're decent extras. Didn't look right at the camera, which is good. Oh, okay. I was wondering how he was going to figure that out. That's right on the nose right there. And there's like a figure on the outside. That's a good support. And I'm starting to see the theme here in the story, how it's linking to his father, but I'm still a little bit in the dark as to how this all ties in, but I'm sure that the movie will explain it. My current thought right now is I'm not sure why he's doing this.
It's his socks. The other players kidded him.
I wonder if these were real extras, or if they just were watching the production and they happened to take a
Then in 1919,
Take
the team,
the
the
shot.
Chicago White Sox, they threw the World Series.
What's through?
It means they lost it on purpose. Gamblers paid them to. Pretty.
There's a hell of a field that he built. It's a lot of money poured into that field. So what we're waiting for here is the meetup, right? I mean, this is 20-something minutes in. Yeah, fungo. I can never hit fungo. I would be terrible at this part, this scene. Okay, he's just like me. Come on, this guy's big time. Get on that mound. Give him the heater.
Don't we need a catcher?
Not if you get it near the plate, we don't.
Right.
Oh, hanging curve right over the plate, and it's gone.
Yeah, well, the owners found that more people could attend night games.
Owners.
Still the same feeling on owners. Oh, he can't leave the field. So who are they playing against? I mean, you got enough for one team. That's neat. So I'm curious, what are the rules? What are the rules for these guys? Like, how do you know that you can't get off the field? I know I'm overanalyzing it, but this is what I'm thinking about right now as I'm watching this. How do they know what the rules are? How do people see them? I would be questioning my sanity right now. Like, if nobody can see them except for...
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't understand. What?
Ease his pain.
Eases pain. What the hell does that mean? Eases pain. What pain? All right? Whose pain?
So he wrote a book about a guy, or about his father, or about a guy named the same namesake as his father.
The last interview he ever gave was in 1973. Guess what it's about?
Some kind of team sport.
Annie, the guy was a baseball fanatic. Listen to this. As a child, my earliest recurring dream was to play at Ebbets Field with Jackie Robinson and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Of course, it never happened, and the Dodgers left Brooklyn and they tore down Ebbets Field. But even now, I still dream that dream.
That's sad.
Got it. Okay, so now that's the game.
Who the hell are you?
Darth?
Sir, my name's Ray Kinsella.
Oh, there goes the pitch. Just come out to it. Just be up front and say what's happening. It sounds crazy, and it is crazy. What is that? It's like an old
Got a
school
learning
doorbell.
disability here?
Mr. Man, if I could just have 1 minute, please.
Look, I can't tell you the secret of life, and I don't have any answers for you. I don't give interviews, and I'm no longer a public figure. I just want to be left alone. So piss off.
I was hoping I wasn't going to have to do it this way.
What the hell is that?
It's a gun. What do you think it is?
It's your finger.
No, it's not. It's a gun.
Yeah, let me see it.
Get out of here. I'm not going to show you my gun. Now, look, I'm not going to hurt you. I just need you to come with me for a little while. And what are you doing?
I'm going to beat you with a crowbar until you go away.
Whoa, wait. You can't do that.
There are rules here? Oh, no, there are no rules here.
You're a pacifist.
Hey, there's one of those little Fenway stands. Got the best sweatshirts and shirts from there at like a quarter of the cost. It's my plug for those street vendors in Boston. We still use them to this day. We still got the sweatshirts and everything. It still is very interesting how the premise of this movie is sort of coming together. I think Kevin Costner hasn't lost his mind. I'm not even understanding how this. Oh, looks like The Exorcist almost.
Dr. Graham?
I'd be getting my head examined.
Dr. Graham?
I never got to bat in the major leagues.
You know,
I'd have liked to have that chance, just once, to stare down a big league pitcher. To stare him down.
So this ghost of 72's got to tell the ghost of 60-something.
Make him think you know something he doesn't. That's what I wish.
Okay, so they're assembling a team to go against the White Sox. Is what I'm getting.
You connect with the ball. They'll run the bases, stretch a double into a triple, and flop face first into third.
So they're coming to the field. Yeah, I mean the financial story in the background is.
Not everyone can see it.
I like that it's real.
Give it a try.
There's a hint of realism there.
I need all the Carmichael kit right now.
Well, if it's okay with you, I think I'll just ride along a while. I play baseball.
Hop in.
So they're gonna. Okay, so you need a real team to play against them. Or is that young Chisholm?
I'm looking for a place to play. I heard that all through the Midwest, they have towns with teams. And in some places, well, they'll even find you a day job so you can play ball nights and weekends.
Anyway, when I was 17, I packed my things, said something awful, and left. After a while, I wanted to come home.
That's it
but I
right there.
didn't
That's
know
the
how.
reconciliation that needs to happen.
Made it back to the funeral.
Said something awful, left his father passed, and now he's got to. So this is, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm watching this with you, verbalizing everything I'm thinking, but. Wow. Now, will they be able to see all of these guys?
Welcome back.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh my God. What? That shooter's Joe Jackson.
Of course it is. You mean you didn't believe me?
And you can see him. All right, that's good.
Oh my God.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Terry, I'd like you to meet Shoeless Joe Jackson. Joe, Terry Mann.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Come on, Archie!
Love these old timey uniforms.
Looks like a baby out there next to these guys.
He is.
But he's a natural. Watch him hit the cornfield right here. All right, man, hit it to the cornfield right here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's deep enough.
Tag it
Good. Safe call.
Way to go! Way to go!
They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Of course, we won't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person. They'll pass over the money without even thinking about it. For it is money they have.
$20 per person. That's a lot to go walk around a farmhouse.
Just sign the papers.
And they'll walk out to the bleachers. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. So if they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game.
Man,
It'll be
this
as
guy
if
could
they
read a phone book, and
themselves
I'd be in.
magic waters. The memories will be so
Man.
thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces.
Ray, when the bank opens in the morning, they'll foreclose.
People will come, Ray.
Here and you stare at nothing.
Not nothing.
And you turn your daughter into a damn space
Get your
case.
hands off her.
I'm trying to help you, damn it.
Karen?
What?
Is she all right?
I don't know.
Is she breathing?
Should I get the car?
I'm gonna call emergency.
Annie, wait.
Oh no, no, no. What a twist.
Just wait.
First of all, it is him.
Thank you, Doc.
No, son. Thank you.
He gave him his dad
You
back.
can't go back. You can't go back, can you?
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Hey, Rookie! You were good.
Wow. Just get in there, man. Just get in there. Although I wouldn't walk into the cornfield. Oh my god. Such a great fantasy.
If you build it, he will come.
Oh my God.
Ease his pain.
Go the distance.
It was you.
No, Ray. It was you.
Great misdirection right there.
Look at him.
I didn't see him in his prime.
He's got his whole life in front of him, and I'm not even a glint in his eye. What do I say to him?
Why don't you introduce him to his granddaughter?
Hi.
Hi.
Just wanted to thank you folks for putting up this field, letting us play here. I'm John Kinsella.
I'm Ray. My wife, Annie. This is my daughter, Karen. Karen, this is This is John.
Hi, John.
Hiya, Karen.
Well, we're gonna
This is
let
so
you
great.
two talk. I mean, if all these people are gonna come, we got a lot of work to do. It's very nice meeting you. Come on in.
Certainly didn't expect to get this emotional.
Dad?
The proper send-off for him. That's good.
You want to have a catch?
I'd like that.
And the dream comes true. Hit the lights. That's it. That's the movie there. Yeah, I didn't expect to. If you watch the reaction from beginning to end, so you get to the point where I'm kind of questioning the boundaries, right? And I don't think I let go of just enjoying the story. So I think, they have this says there on the credits, the voice himself. So I think this, for me, requires probably more than this one viewing, but I see now why people think it's a classic movie. I see why, baseball, people who love baseball love this movie. And it really is, it's a weird story, full of fantasy. You got to suspend disbelief, obviously. You're dealing with ghosts and things like that. But in the end, I didn't expect to get choked up at the end. I expect to get as involved emotionally as I did. First of all, the reveal of the guy at the end, the rookie, I had a feeling he was somebody, just didn't know it was going to be Chisholm, right? And then I kept thinking this is for his dad, right? Like in the back of my mind, it's okay. He's doing this. There's these moments that he never had with his father, and so looking at that part, I just kept thinking how was his father built in, and then the reveal of his father being the catcher, and him having a catch with him is just a magical movie moment. it sort of wraps everything up and encompasses everything of the movie. I see now why people got emotional and choked up when they watched the Yankees game the other day, or a couple weeks ago, where they did the Field of Dreams game, because it brings back those memories. A lot of it has to do with reconciling with family members, not saying the last things you want to say to them, and so it sort of hits close to home. So definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. So I am thoroughly embarrassed that I have not seen this before. I'm thoroughly embarrassed that this is something that I had missed. And I can't believe I waited this long to see this movie. Again, being a baseball coach, having kids who play baseball, thought for sure I had seen it all. And while there's not a whole lot of baseball in the movie, definitely goes to the core of what baseball is. The memories and the pastime that you spend with family members is amazing. It's amazing, and that's why it makes baseball one of the great games of all time. I do want to look at a couple of things though. I'd like to look at the some of the trivia, some of the facts behind it. All right, let's talk about a little bit of trivia. Let's talk about the movie. It says here the movie was 1 hour and 47 minutes. It's directed by Phil Alden Robinson. Obviously stars James Earl Jones, Kevin Costner, Ray Liotta, and Ray LaFleur, who plays like 10 different kinds of baseball guys. So just very, very interesting. The trivia here says here that the studio built the baseball diamond on actual farm in Dyersville, Iowa. So that's where they had the Yankees game the other day. See goofs. It says here Shoeless Joe Jackson actually batted left-handed and threw right-handed. The movie reverses them. Okay, that's something that happens. In the credits, they and I saw it in the credits. They said the voice, and they put the voice as himself. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what other types of trivia and tidbits they have here. All right, let's see. It says here after the movie was completed, they did a test screening, and the test audiences did not like the film's title as Shoeless Joe Jackson because it sounded like a movie about a bum or a hobo. So Universal called the director, and they ended up retitling it to Field of Dreams. This is an interesting one. It says Ray Liotta had no baseball experience and batted right-handed, although Shoeless Joe was a lefty. They allowed Ray Liotta to bat right-handed, but still put him through several weeks of extensive training. He looked pretty good in the movie in terms of what he was doing. And it was Burt Lancaster's last film, very last film. He was 74 at the time of the filming. Also, James Earl Jones decided to do the film after his wife read the script and became mesmerized by the monologue, the "People Will Come" speech, which I thought was an amazing moment in the movie. And James Earl Jones knocked it out of the park. I think the nice establishing shot between Kevin Costner and James Earl Jones in the apartment was a great sort of witty banter going back and forth. But James Earl Jones cements this movie, and the fact that he gets called to go home at the end it hit me. That's when the feel started hitting. Because I said, okay, James Earl Jones is dead. He's not alive. So he's going now to rest, and then of course there was the reveal of the father. So that to me, I was in tears there. Again, great movie. Oh, okay. And then the last thing we'll talk about, it says here the aerial shot at the end, showing all the cars lined up coming to the field, required a complete blackout of the town. And so the number of cars, however, brought the traffic almost to a standstill. Drivers were instructed to flash their brights to create the illusion of movement. Great that it was a practical scene. I love that part because back then you wouldn't CGI it, but it was a practical scene and it brought some magical movie moment there. All right, that's my reaction, and that's my full review of the movie. I thought the movie was excellent. I'm ashamed that I haven't seen it earlier. If you like these types of movie reviews, we're going to be doing more. The full-length one will be free on YouTube as long as I can post them, and the YouTube edits, the shortened versions will also be on there. I'm going to do two kinds of movie reviews, or movie watch-alongs and reviews. First of all, we're going to do movies I've never seen before, which is going to be a rarity, but I'm going to find some movies I've never seen before and experience them with you one-on-one. And then I'm also going to find movies that I used to watch back in, when I was young, to see if they still hold up. If they still hold up, I'll let you know at the end, and then if they don't, I'll be clowning it throughout the whole movie. But I'm really interested to dive back into my childhood. I watched a lot of movies when I was coming up. I don't think I understand them all. I don't think I understood exactly what they meant. So now, as a 40-something-year-old, we're going to go back and revisit them. So those are two types of movie watch-alongs we'll be doing. Stick to the channel and, make sure you like and subscribe. When you subscribe, you become a member of the Llama Nation. You'll know when we post videos, and it helps the channel for videos like this. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on this reaction of Field of Dreams. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was great. It was awesome. I'm the Big Llama. This is the Big Llama Show. Peace out.
Never lose you, baby. You're the one I keep as my prima donna, my only ruby. You are the one for me.
Yeah, I tell her, baby, you're the one for me. Never two unless you telling me you feel it too.